Hey there, welcome back and thanks for joining me. My supplies are in the description if you're wanting to know what I use, and also there's an Amazon store. It has pictures, so it might be a little easier to find things. So we're doing something a little different today. I'm doing a coaster and a cup. Doing them together, same colors, and wait till you see the end. I'm just going to say it's going to be great because there's a saying that goes on the coaster and there's a saying that goes on the cup. And then I'm also doing an orange and white one, and it has a saying that is pretty close to my heart. So I can't wait. Stay tuned for the orange one. But this is going to be with the Tim Holtz Mojito alcohol ink. Now, something I'm going to do a little different, I believe, is I'm going to put the epoxy down, the alcohol ink. If I put the Blanco down, it's going to mix and make lighter greens, and I really want this to stay fun and crisp, I think. At this moment I do. And have its fun designs. That's what I'm wanting. I don't know that I want to put the white in there to dilute here and there in it. But you know, I'm going to try it out on the coaster. And I might play on it because it's just a coaster. So let's you know what? Let's do both. Let's do both and look at them. We'll see which one I want to do. Okay, here is the epoxy. Now, I have mixed up 7.5 mLs of part B and 7.5 mLs part A. And you want to measure at least this specific epoxy or resin equal parts, not equal weight. There's so much difference because there is one that's heavier than the other. So yeah, gotta kind of look out for that. Now I'm gonna put some of this on. It doesn't take much to cover up a coaster. And what I have on my finger is so I don't waste gloves, because to me gloves are pretty expensive. These are finger cots. They're just, some people call them finger condoms in the old days. But, yeah, as a hairstylist, that's what we always called them. We didn't know they had another name. So, here is that. Now, I'm going to tell you something. I've already messed up. Look, I didn't paint. So, this is going to be our play one. Let's go with that. I'm good. So, let's go with that. I'm going to do half just alcohol ink and half alcohol ink and the Blanco from Pinata. I knew I was forgetting something and I just didn't know what. Okay. Okay, for those who are new to my channel, let me let you in on a secret. I don't practice. I don't make things perfect to show you. I learn as I'm doing. That's just the way I do things. My alcohol inks, you see the picture for the first time. You do not see a practiced 4, 5, 6, 7 pictures down the road picture. You see me mess up. You see me fix it. You see me cover it up, or you see me go a different direction. Nothing is planned out, and so yeah. It's going to be the same with this. So, and me messing up on that is just that. Oh, I can't get this open. There we go. Good grief. Okay, so let's say this half is just alcohol ink. So I'm going to put down, it's hard to put down anything but dots, which is pretty cool looking. I'm liking that. Okay, this side, dots, and then here's alcohol. Pinata Blanco. Okay, so let's get my torch out, and we'll see what we can do with this. That was not supposed to happen. Gee willikers. I'm just going to get it warm, so some of this will start moving around. Yeah, wait a second or two before you put the flame to it, because the alcohol ink does catch fire. All right, let's see. Now I've got this to where alcohol ink just by itself does move pretty good, so I'm having a little bit getting this going. I'm loving that. Okay, that may be the winner. That's not bad. Yeah, I like this side. I'm glad we did this. This is good stuff. Okay, so there's a general idea. Yeah. Now, I have also learned when you're using Blanco, go ahead and put the Blanco on first. So, I like to put it to the end, and that's when everything else has already kind of done its thing, and now you're putting the Blanco on it. So, not as good, so I'll put the Blanco first. I like that. That is very cool. Okay, let me go prepare my tile. Be right back. Okay, while that's drying, and you can see, I just sprayed the edges, got them all white, so that's ready to go. So let's start on the cup. So I've sanded the stainless steel cup. I've wiped it down with alcohol. I have sprayed it with this primer and paint. It's flat white. You can use matte white. I have even used gloss white. Some people don't like it. I don't have a preference, I don't think. I've not had anything bad happen with it. Let's put it that way. Okay, I'm gonna scoot this out of the way. Just an inkling. And what we're gonna do is coat our tumbler. I've got to show y'all. New. I just got it. I'm so excited because the 3 just wasn't cutting it. All right, so let's do this. I wonder if I can get it going the other way. Seriously, first time I've turned it on. Oh, yes, you can. Nice. I mean, I have just unboxed it, and I can't stand it, so I had to use it. Now, I just rake right here. I put it on, start getting it raked, and then start guiding it. I haven't gone to the edge here yet. I'll show you how to do that in a minute. You don't want to cup it around the edge. You just want to continue out straight when you're doing at the rim of the cup. That way you don't get the epoxy on the inside, and it saves you cleanup. Once we put the alcohol on this and it runs for about 12 hours, then you can put your final coat. No, we're putting vinyl on it, and then we put our final coat. Now, if the vinyl has any feel, if you can feel the vinyl at all, I do not like that. I will put a 3rd coat. I want the glass to be smooth. Now, this is what I'm doing. Going straight. So I'm not coming down, I'm not going up, I'm just going straight. If you need more epoxy, slide up here and come on down. If you are raking too much off, then you need to take some off the cup in general. Just kind of rake it off and do that. I like to put, you could probably get by with 10. This is a 20 skinny. You could probably get by with 10. I like plenty on it when I'm doing the alcohol inks because I want it to move. Okay, we'll save that for the coaster. Just gonna go through and start popping bubbles, but I also want to heat this up just a little bit. This makes it thinner, and if it's thinner, it'll move better, and you don't have to sit here and torch a lot after you put the inks on. So I want to get it pretty warm, and this is when you touch this epoxy with your finger, you're going to feel its warmth. The epoxy is self-leveling, so if there's any ridges when I started doing this, there won't be any when I get done. You want to keep your heat moving because you do not want to scorch an area. Once you do that, it's done. It's not moving. In my experience, I mean, that's been the, you know, sometimes I can manage if it looks okay, and that coat of epoxy on top of it will kind of cover it and help it, but yeah, it's if you want it to keep moving, it's not moving once you scorch it. Yeah, that's good and warm. Toasty warm. Okay, so let's do this. I'm going to, on my new found knowledge, I'm gonna go through and put some white through here. Let it get to moving. All right, there's my first one. So I'm gonna drop this next one about here. Whoops. Sometimes it just bounces and rolls. Okay, I don't want a lot, but here goes my green. Oops, I do want one right there. So I'm gonna drop green till that spot comes around. I'm also wanting to leave some of this white that's on the cup originally to be some of my white. Now something I'm going to do is I'm going to tilt as I'm putting some of this on. So it'll run sideways. I'll put some over this. Okay, now I'm going to hold it because I want to start moving. I'm going to get some of this heated back up. And you can see it. When it starts to run, you can definitely see it. See right there? And then do it this way. This is where you just keep moving. Kind of want a bit of drop. It seems like I'm putting a lot of heat on this. I'm really not, because I'm keeping it going and I'm keeping away from it. And be careful not to pay attention to one area too much, because you're going to hold it in that spot and it's going to puddle. And you do not want that to start happening. And you just want to keep tilting back and forth. It'll start moving. And basically at this point, you stop it when you like it. I really want this to swirl, so I'm going to keep going for a little bit. Sorry, I'm out of camera. It's hard to do this and pay attention to trying to video. Okay. And I've got letters going on this one. This would be perfect for it because it's not as turny as all this. So yeah, I'm liking that. Okay, I want to pull some of this color down because I'm liking where it's at. I just want to get some of this work down to the bottom. That's why I didn't really pay attention and give this a whole lot of energy, because it will get down there. See? Okay. Let's look at that. Isn't that cool? Okay, put this on here and we'll turn it a little bit because I've got to stick a screw in. And I gotta find where that hole is. Okay. That one is about done. Now this should be dry. And I'm gonna go ahead and let's do this. I'm liking this. There's one spot I kind of want to do a fun little thing in. Let's see. I don't know if I think I'm gonna leave it. I get in trouble when I do that. All right. That's very pretty. I do want to tilt and get one little spot warm. Now, all right, here is this. All right, I'm gonna get this coated over the sides. Okay, there's that. We'll get it warm. Put a drop. Have a little dry spot right there. At this point, I can touch it. So, yeah, right now, it's a good time to, if you're going to touch, now's the time to do it. And you can go in if you want to do little things and let that move. I don't do a lot of these. All right, something's about to happen to my camera, so stay tuned and watch the pictures of the final product. Thanks for watching.